Woo. Okay. Are we live in this joint? Are we live? Are we live? I'm assuming we are. So let's go ahead and jump into it. First of all, I would like to say I had a good Thanksgiving. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving as well. Um, the food was delicious. I'm still eating on Thanksgiving food. I'm still eating on that. I'm still doing what I do. Okay, I'm gonna eat up all my Thanksgiving food. Okay, because I put my back and feet and everything else up into it in the food. So, um, there was a lot of things going on Thanksgiving. I wasn't expecting to actually go live on Thanksgiving, and I didn't. Well, I did, but I didn't. The streaming and everything else was messing up, so I had to just put everything to the side and redo some things or whatever, and then we here. So, while a lot of things, while everybody was enjoying their Thanksgiving food, Ray J and Princess Love, they got into it over the holidays. We're gonna get into that. They got into a heated viral argument on Ray J's stream. Princess Love, indicated during the stream that Ray J pointed the pow pow at her. We're gonna talk about that. Then also, Hazel E claps back at Blueface. Okay, she claps back at Blueface. Blueface basically said that he took her off his roster and called her old. Okay, I told y'all that won't gonna last long. The little PR relationship, it already ended. And then we're gonna talk about Mariah Lynn getting into it with a flight agent at one of these airports. And you know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about that. So, it was a lot of things going on that I wasn't expecting to go on, so to speak. So, I want to talk about, let's jump into the Hazel E thing first. Um, so, as y'all remember, Blueface got out of jail. Then, out of nowhere, him and Hazel E, they done got together. They started making public appearances, started hugging and kissing and smooching on each other, and you know what I'm saying, coming out saying, they in some type of relationship. So I did a little video and commentary on my last stream about it. I told y'all it won't gonna last long and or whatever. And I told y'all that, Hazel E was doing this to get her rocks off, but according to Hazel E, she ain't sleep with him or nothing like that. But I don't believe that, because in her live or whatever that she made to address Blueface, she was talking about she ain't sleep with him and he sent her 5 bands. Now I don't know what man gonna send females some money. I mean, it's something out there, but send some females some money without the females giving up the cooch. I mean, I don't know. But I'm just saying she gave up something. And I don't believe that. And yeah, so she went on this little, rant to respond to him or whatever. And this was all a PR stunt. This was all something to say, all right, now it's over with. We got to come up with something. So so Blueface came up with, let me go live and call you out and call you old and stuff like that to confirm this breakup, because it was like it was something just put on. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because I just find it very odd that he just randomly got out of jail and hooked up with Hazel E. And I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. Okay, so this was all just a PR stunt, all just to get some publicity, attention, or whatever. So we're gonna hear what Hazel E had to say to Blueface. Okay, respond to Blueface, and then we're gonna go and listen to what Blueface said that made Hazel E respond. So let's listen to this real quick.
I don't understand why the fuck you think you can be done with me, nigga. I'm done with you. You over here being disrespectful as fuck, kissing fucking trailer park trash all in the lips, taking it, eating, sucking crab legs together. I'm too old. You're a convicted felon. Let's start there. I went below to fuck with you. We can put out the receipts. You've bought me flights before. You've given me money before. You just sent me 5 bands the other day telling me to stay down so I can put up with your fuck shit. That's not enough. It's really not enough, honey. I'm done. Rather have a young bitch. Yeah, look at what you got. You got a bunch of OF girls, strippers, Bitches that live in, you know, back alleys and shit. Your mama called it a homeless shelter. I make you look better. And all I asked was for mutual respect, which I thought we agreed upon. But your old ways are creeping back in because you're feeling yourself. I don't understand why.
I'm officially letting Hazel go from the roster. Hazel E, you are too old to be acting this young. We're done. Dead on it. We're done. I'd rather be with a young bitch, if you feel me? Dead on it.
First of all, yeah, so Hazel, this wasn't a flex. Yeah, she, you know what I'm saying, she had every right to feel some type of way, but this wasn't a flex. Like I said, Hazel E, you're old enough to know that Blueface was he's just doing everything he can to stay relevant, and he was using you for clout. And I see a lot of people in the comments, they was talking about how cute this relationship is and the blase, basically falling for it. But we all knew what it was. Yeah, so to say the most is that we knew this wasn't gonna last long. This was fake from the begin with. Yeah, he probably did smash. I don't know, but you know what I'm saying. It is what it is. We knew Blueface. He liked to, you know, dip and dab in other, you know what I'm saying, females or whatever, dip and dab. And I just knew he wasn't gonna stay faithful to Hazel E, even if this was real. Okay. And he said he wanted a young female, rather than and 45 is not old, y'all. I mean, 45 is not old. Hazel E looked good to actually be her age. No, he just want a young female so that he can basically manipulate and control. And Hazel E, she got her whole brain, so she using it. She's up age, and she ain't letting no ninja control her or whatever. And she see right through the bullshit. Because like I said, Hazel E been around a block. She knows what's going on. She knew what Blueface was all about. So I think that's another reason why he didn't want to stay with Hazel E. He want a young, gullible girl that he can basically control. Okay? You know, look at Krishan, look at Jaden Alexis or whatever. It took them a while to kind of snap out of it. But then sometimes they go back. They relapse and then go back. And all this rest of this corniness and bullshit they be going through or whatever. So anyway, on to the next topic, off of that subject. So while everybody was enjoying their Thanksgiving food and stuff and enjoying the holiday, Ray J decided to stream, go live, and you know what I'm saying, him and Princess Love, they got into a big heated argument. And during that argument, you know what I'm saying, Princess Love, she accused Ray J of pointing a gun or pow towards her, at her and her cousin, I'm assuming. I guess Princess Love came into Ray J's room where the kids were sleeping to get her kid. And you know what I'm saying? And the whole argument occurred during that time. And now, according to the video and live bites, Ray J got arrested and everything. But he posted bail. Both sides came out and told their side of the story. Princess Love called Ray J out. Ray J called Princess Love out. Said Princess Love and her cousin wanted to take the kids and leave his house to drive drunk, and that would cause the argument. We're going to take a look at the video, and then I'm going to come back with more of my commentary. So let's listen and see what went down at Ray J's house during Thanksgiving.
Living in the world, bro. Now I got my kids in here with me. Like, I'm not, like, ain't nobody taking my kids away from me on Thanksgiving, bro, on the damn. They in my house. They. What's up? What you trying to do? Take my kids?
Yes, I'm getting my kids.
Okay, take your kids. Watch how they cry. Take my kids, cause y'all drunk. Y'all wanna drive drunk? Y'all wanna drive drunk? Drive drunk. Drive drunk, princess.
Right, you just
drive drunk.
You just pointed a gun.
Drive drunk.
You just pointed a gun.
Drive drunk, princess. Go ahead. You wanna take my kids? You and your drunk cousin? Because y'all drunk as fuck and y'all alcoholics. Take my kids then. Go ahead. Who's gonna drive? Tony, he's been drinking too.
I'm not driving.
Who's been driving? Everybody? I didn't point nothing at y'all.
You pointed a gun at us.
I didn't point nothing at y'all.
You pointed a gun at us.
Yeah, whatever.
You pointed a gun at us.
Why you waking my daughter up?
You pointed a gun at us.
Why did you just wake my daughter up? Why did you just wake my daughter up?
All I wanted to do was have a good Thanksgiving.
Why did you wake my daughter up?
Ray.
Because you're selfish. You're drunk.
You're a woman abuser.
You're
and
drunk.
You're delusional.
I'm a woman. That's
yes,
what drunk
you
people
are.
say. Like you're taking my daughter?
Grow the fuck up.
All right,
seriously.
cool.
You need to.
You're not taking my son.
Ray.
Like I know you're not gonna take my son. Hey,
don't touch.
Hold on, bro. I swear to God, I'll shoot the fuck out of you. Y'all get out of my house. Y'all get out of my house. Shoot me right now.
Okay. All right. So that's what went down. That basically what went viral during, you know, the Thanksgiving holiday or whatever. All the blogs and everything was talking about it. My thing about this is Ray J been showing signs of being not mentally there. He been showing signs of doing other things other than drinking, other drug use. His behavior has been very controversial. Just like that little girl that he had on his stream, he humiliated in front of thousands of people. I don't know her name. I believe her name was Tiara, but don't quote me on that. But he was humiliating her, talking about he wants Princess Love, he wants her back, and stuff like that. And and I got to give it to Princess Love. She's been basically staying off of the internet, out of the limelight, and out of Ray J's foolishness up until now. Now I believe she spotted that, seen that stream where he basically, I guess, confessing his love for Princess Love in front of the chick that he's, I guess, was in a relationship with or still in a relationship with. I don't know. And I guess she felt away, so she decided to go there, cook Thanksgiving dinner, according to her, and and try to enjoy Thanksgiving with Ray and her kids and family and stuff like that. And all for this to happen. So I think she felt like she was in the clear to do all those things just because he so-called confessed his love for her on one of the streams in front of his women, in front of his girl, which is fucking ludicrous and crazy. The little girl, she was basically, crying on there, and I kind of felt sorry for her because, most of these girls, they want these men because they celebrities and they got money, okay? But everything is not all what it's cracked up to be. The grass is not greener on the other side. So Princess Love fault was going over there and even dealing with not Blueface, even dealing with Ray J anyway. Especially known because he's just not right. Something's going on with Ray J. He's been acting out and just doing weird stuff. And what I can say from this is I say that, this is a lesson learned. I think Princess Love learned her lesson yet once again. Okay. It takes a lot of times to learn it until you finally get it. But I don't see her really dealing with Ray on that type of level again. Yes, you can hear her say in the live, you need to go get help. You need to go to rehab. So that indicates that he owns some type of drugs. And that explains majority of his behavior. Hell, even Brandy don't even want to deal with him. I'm just saying. Even the sister backed off from him. And him and Brandy been close. So I think Princess Love fell for the trap. She went over there, tried to, enjoyed the holidays with Ray J, and it just didn't work out. He did whatever he did, and behind the scenes with the drugs, and just started going crazy and stuff like that. So even if he was trying to stop, let's say that they really were drinking, he was trying to stop her or whatever. That's good, but it's not okay to point a pow at him, at Princess Love and her cousins or her family or whoever she had over there. That's not okay because anything could have happened. His hand could have slipped up and and pulled the trigger. I'm just saying. So that could have been a life lost there. So that's even dangerous. Just point a gun at somebody anyway. But like I said, Ray J been, doing some foolish stuff lately, controversial stuff, weird stuff, in my opinion, and he needs to go to rehab, like Princess Love said. I agree. But I think Princess Love messed up when she fell for that trap. All that was for her to bring the kids over there and her and do some weird shit so he can go viral. He got this complex of keeping his name in the blogs too and going viral and just trying to stay relevant for some odd reason, even if it is going low and embarrassing people, humiliating other people and just doing weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? Online. But yeah, so I think the whole thing is sad. And then I also feel sad for the kids. You know what I'm saying? The kids, sitting over there crying and, hiding their face in, Princess Love, arm and stuff like that. The little girl was. But I just think that the whole thing is sad and they arguing in front of the kids, waking the kids up in the middle of the night, just to hear all this adult arguments and fighting and fussing and cussing and all this other things. Okay. So that's sad in that. But yeah, Ray need help. I think Princess Love needs to stay far away. She needs to stay far away, communicate from a distance, anything, keep it co-parenting. If the kids need anything, that's the only reason you should be contacting Ray for anything is for the kids. Y'all just need to just stay separated. Next year, Princess Love, have Thanksgiving and Christmas. I'm sure you're gonna have Christmas at your house, but have Thanksgiving at your house next year. Don't go over Ray's house. You know what I'm saying? Just stay far away from him until he gets the help that he needs. Okay, so that's what I got to say on that. So let's jump into Mariah Lynn. So Mariah Lynn, she basically was at the airport, and you know what I'm saying, she was dealing with some things at behind the counter, and I guess she didn't like what the flight agent had to say to her. And I don't know at what point when she started recording. It looked like she was recording. She's been recording or whatever before the incident happened. Maybe the lady was being rude to her. Mariah Lynn felt like the lady was being rude to her or whatever. So she just started recording until she got to the juicy part. But I don't know how that transpired. But I do know that Mariah Lynn, she's basically saying that she was in line. The lady asked her to move over to the side. Mariah Lynn didn't like how the flight agent told her to move to the side. And, so Mariah Lynn decided to check her. So let's look at this video and then I come back and we'll talk about it. So let's see what went down on that note.
You step over there because I want to help somebody. Come on, sir. They're helping you.
No, they're helping me. I can stay right here,
No, this is my computer. Move over there.
Excuse me? But you said move over there. Say please. But you could say please. Your unprofessionalism and your etiquette is like, get away from you. You see what I'm saying? And I have this on camera. You know I'm Mariah Lynn from Baddies, right? This is about to go on my phone. Okay, I'm glad that you don't care about no baddies, babe. Because the world cares about how you treat your customers here at United. So you just disrespected me, told me to move and get out your face on camera. So just so you know that.
Tell her to have.
You see what I mean? Have me reported for what? Excuse me, sir. Move from my computer and then, girl, get out my face. I don't care. Okay, I said I'm Mariah Lynn from Baddies. Oh, I don't care about that. Okay, that's great. The world cares about how you treat your customers, though. Whether it's a baddie, whether it's it doesn't matter. I treat everybody equally, from the janitor to the CEO and anybody else who can tell you that. I say hi to the cameramen, the audio men. I ask them how their day is, how their families are. Like, I don't do weird shit like that. Like, she gonna tell me, girl, get out my face. But if I would have acted how people expect me to act and turned up and been like, bitch, and then I would have been wrong, but I didn't. And then in the video, if y'all notice, she said, I'm reporting her. Report me for what? I didn't do it.
Mariah, first of all, that lady don't look like she even watched Baddies. Not everybody watch Baddies, okay? Not everybody is into fucking Zeus, all right? Ain't nobody, that lady don't look like she watched Baddies. She don't look like she, a fan of the Baddies. And then on top of that, I felt like Mariah felt like she had some type of entitlement, okay? Some type of entitlement, all right? First of all, that lady didn't have to say, please move to the side. She just asked you to move to the side so she can get to the next customer. I don't even think she said it rudely. I just think she said, hey, move to the side because she's busy. Some people don't be thinking about like using the word please and stuff when they busy and stuff, when they got a lot of people, in a line right behind you, Mariah. All right. So she was trying to get to the next customer because she got a lot of shit to do and you was in the way and somebody else was handling your issue. So you could have had moved to the side, waited till that next person came over there and basically said, it helped you out. But instead, you wanted attention because you claim you're from Baddies, okay? From Baddies and from Zeus. Do you know who I am? I'm from Baddies. I'm from Zeus. All right. What about Love and Hip Hop? You from there too? All right. Why you didn't say Love and Hip Hop? She probably would have known you from Love and Hip Hop, okay? From other than Baddies. She probably would have known you from that. But like I said, you know what I'm saying? It was the entitlement for me. I think Mariah Lynn was just looking for some type of attention, and she thought that she had a W on this, and for real, it was just an L. She took an L because I felt like this lady was not being rude at all. She just asked her to move to the side so she can get the next customer. So yeah, I don't blame the lady for walking off and getting help regarding that situation because Mariah was looking for a moment. She wanted that woman to act out even worse than, even worse. Act out and, what I'm saying, and cause a big scene so she can go some type of viral or whatever, so she can get some type of sympathy. She was just looking for something and it didn't even go her way. Okay. She was looking for something and didn't go her way. All right. So you had to try again later, Mariah Lynn. Try again later. But yeah, I just thought that was just crazy for Mariah Lynn to even try to publish that and try to make a thing out of that when the lady probably was busy and had a lot of things to do. So, and even if the lady was a little rude, you got to give consideration to these people. It's the holidays. Airports are busy. Grocery stores are busy. Clothing stores are busy. People are shopping. These people who work in retail, airports, all these things, they are busy dealing with hundreds of people each day during these holiday seasons. They ain't got time to sit here to think about what to say nicely to a person. Move to the side and let me get to the next customer. Okay, move to the side. All right, because we busy today. We got a lot of people flying out for the holidays, coming in from the holidays. She had to do what she had to do. So, yeah, Mariah Lynn, you're going to take this L for the day, all right? Because that wasn't it. It wasn't no W right there. It was an L. It didn't work your way. It wasn't going to go your way. And that lady didn't know you from Baddies. She don't even know what Baddies is, all right? But anyway, so yeah, I wanted to talk about that. Talk about these three topics because basically these three topics was actually trending online. And I wanted to talk about those things, but when I was streaming and stuff from these other, streaming services, my shit didn't want to act right. Like I said, I'm operating everything from a laptop. But finally, I got everything right. I was finally able to talk about these things. Yeah, so that was trending. I think that everything that happened with Ray J, I think that was sad simply because the kids was involved and the kids had to hear all of that drama, all of that cussing, and just all of that just wasn't really good for the kids to hear and watch and see. And for Ray J and for Hazel E and Blueface, we all knew that that wasn't going far. We all knew that that was temporary. That was just a PR thing. Anyway, and for Mariah Lynn, like I said, that was an L for her. So yeah. I'm gonna try to go live during the weekends, mostly on Saturdays or either Sundays, and talk about some things, and then chop up the lives and stuff during the week so people can watch certain things. I know certain people, people can't stick around and hear the whole live or whatever. But I wanted to talk about those three topics for now. I'll in the next live it could be a little longer. I think I'm gonna do a longer live next time. So I wanted to get the start, get the feel of things coming back in motion. You know what I'm saying? Things weren't working out for me technically, having technical difficulties. But now that things is, moving, running smoothly, we can go back and to get back into our original programming. Okay. So yeah, so if y'all feeling this live, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all, you know what I'm saying, follow me. Make sure y'all still subscribe. Make sure everything is still working, because you know what I'm saying, how YT do. And I'm gonna catch y'all on another one. Hopefully everybody have had a good holiday, good Thanksgiving. Hopefully everybody was eating good and whatever, and everybody get back home safely if you traveled out. I know it's crazy out there with traffic in the airways and airports and stuff like that. So hopefully everybody get back home safely. So I'm gonna be watching out, seeing what else is trending and what these crazy celebrities is doing, and what else to report on. Also going to be making videos during the week also. So y'all stay tuned for that. I'm gonna keep feeding y'all, because that's what I do. All right. I catch y'all on another one. One love, and I'm out. Peace.